Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mabel. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've filmed a video, but I'm so excited to I have something to talk about. Okay, but I'm gonna get into that. But I'm here now and I'm gonna I was like, I don't know, I was really procrastinating filming, but now that I'm actually filming, I was like, I really do miss this. I'm big. I'm gonna be talking about my academic performance at A&M. I'm gonna be talking about my experience just at A&M, that transition from Lone Star to A&M, the friends that I made. I made amazing friends. I'm joking. I made really good friends. The parties that I went to, just my overall experience, this past 5 months. It's a little catch up. If you think about A&M, going to A&M, this is a great video to watch. All right, so I went to a community college, Lone Star, and I transitioned to A&M this past fall, and honestly, it was really exciting for me because I was I'm finally I feel like I'm finally where I'm supposed to be, I guess you could say. I think I definitely went through that feeling of I don't belong here. I was everyone's really smart and these classes are gonna be harder. I don't belong, just that, what's it called? I forgot the name, but just that feeling of I don't, not I don't deserve to be here, but I just don't really feel I should be here, kind of thing. Which is sad because ain't nothing but a piece of, because there's nothing special, you know what I'm saying? I can do this stuff, but it's just another school. It's not really a big deal. And I think what added onto that was A&M lacks diversity a lot, as a lot of people know. And you feel that, you feel the lack of diversity at A&M. It can be overwhelming at times, just being the only Black person in the class and being having, it's a lot. You really make a family with the people that look like you, because it's just a small percentage of us, and the people that you meet that look like you end up slowly becoming their friends, seeing them around, because that's all you know. That's it. Experience in terms of race and stuff, interesting. You really have to be it's not for the weak. Academic challenges. How do I put this in a way that's coming from Lone Star to A&M? Lone Star, it's smaller classes. You obviously, because they're smaller class, it's a smaller group of students. The professors really get to have a personal relationship with the students, if the students are willing. At A&M, it's the professors are still able and capable of doing that, but students really have to make the first move sometimes, if that makes sense. I found myself having to go to Zoom office hours and stuff, having to really work for my spot, and to be known, to be no, you're gonna recognize me. But I mean, obviously it does help being Black, because I walk in and they're oh, that's Mabel, because I'm the only Black person in the class. But yeah, definitely office hours are a great way. And this is stuff that everyone knows. This is not about we already know, go to office hours, be best friends with the professor. We already know that. Everyone knows that in order to really just make yourself known in the class, you need to be able to go to office hours and talk to your professor. The challenge, I guess, in at A&M is it's fast. It's really fast. It's the professors are you don't have enough time to sit down and digest. It's just lecture 1 is over, you go on to lecture 2 the same day. It's not you don't really have breathing space. You don't really have time to play catch up. You gotta just go with it, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta go with it. And honestly, if you're not good at managing your time I was, you're gonna crash a little bit. I crashed, and it definitely shows me. All right, so I'm a bio major, so I was taking majority of all my classes were basically science classes. I took micro, I took a bunch of science. I took this bio for stats, or stats for bio. What's a stats for bio? What's a stats for bio, huh? but I took like classes that were specifically designed for like science majors. And there's a major difference in like the math classes and like the just like microbiology, cell biology classes. Like the lectures go like super fast for those classes, whereas like for me personally, I felt like I had more time to, I don't think I really like studied for my stats for bio class. It was just you just do coding, like it's like, and also why am I coding? Why am I coding as a bio major? I can aim that class, but like why am I coding? If I want to code, I'll be a computer scientist. Why am I coding? But academically, the school is, the material that you learn at A&M is easy, but it's like really fast paced. But like, and because it's fast paced, it makes it hard because like you might not have time to like review over the like really like big concepts because it's so fast paced, if that makes sense. Like the material could be like super easy, like it could be like super easy, right? But because it's so fast, for me personally, I felt like overwhelmed. Or like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I have no time to like review, and like I have no time, like this is just memorization. I have no time. But it's like, if you don't stress out your time, or if you're not reasonable with like time management, you could fall behind. And that's what happened to me, you know what I'm saying? I did that. That's not something to be proud of, no. But I was like, especially towards like the last, like the end of the classes, I was like, classes are over? Like I was one of the things that were like, why, like I'm not ready for class to be over because I was like, I felt really behind because especially during finals week, I was like, I'm gonna have to like review everything from the start, and like it was a lot for me. It was a lot, and honestly, like going into next semester, I have a game plan, and you're not gonna see me sleeping next semester, you know what I'm saying? Another obstacle that I had to kind of overcome, that I'm still like in the process of like overcoming, is testing anxiety. Yeah, that's like a real thing, you know. And it's definitely a real thing. I don't even know how to like describe it. So basically, for my final, okay, I was taking micro in cell biology. For micro, I was studying. I like said it was like one of my friends in that class. I was like, we're gonna get this A. And he like did amazing. And then I looked at my grade and I go, why did I get a 57? Why did I get a 57? Why did I get a 57? And then I was like, okay, so maybe like I overstudied to like where I was like thinking too much. So I was like, I'm just not gonna study for micro. Tell me I got a high B. Tell me I got a high B. I said, huh? What does that mean? What do you mean? But I think because I do struggle with like testing anxiety, it just falls into like overthinking. It just falls into like, I don't even know what it is. Like I'm literally still trying to figure it out myself. And I really don't want to like, I don't want to like believe that I need accommodations, because I can't. I will not let that, no. But at this point, it's really good. That's what I had to do. Like that's what I had to do. But testing anxiety is like a real thing. I experienced it like growing up, but like I thought that was like, oh, I thought I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing now. But like I guess I don't. This person must have humbled me. Is it, you think you're smart? Sit down. Is it? No, you're not. But I'm smart. I know I'm smart. But I just like this semester was definitely like academically challenging. But we're gonna try again next semester. Yeah, you see that reverse? We're gonna try again next semester. Yes, ma'am. Like I was saying about the friendships that you make in A&M, a lot of my friend group, looking back, it's like I made a lot of friends from my clubs. So if you're like looking for ways to like join, come and see these, if you're looking for a way to like make friends, you should definitely join clubs. But yeah, majority of my friend group came from ASA, which is the African Association of Africans ASA. I was in ASA in high school. I should know this. Africans. I can't think right now. Anyway, but I made a lot of friends with ASA, and I also made a lot of friends from like my A&M has like a bunch of like small groups, and like and I think A&M's like really like Christian based. That school is like really Christian based, or like really like friendship is interesting at A&M. I don't know, like it's very interesting at A&M. I don't know, like it was definitely one of the things that I learned a lot from this semester. Is just like friendships, and like knowing if I want to be friends with someone, and like knowing like when to like if I'm doing too much, or if like I need like step back, because what I notice about myself is like I'm a really giving person. Like when I'm like friends with someone, that like I just want to like do everything for that person. Like I'm a very giving person, but this semester definitely taught me to like take a step back and be like, okay, but is this person like reciprocating the things that you're doing? Because you don't want to be the only one like giving away like all your love, and like you're not receiving anything back. So I definitely learned a lot about like, okay, maybe I won't reach out to the person today, and like maybe I'll just like do my own thing, and like I don't need to like I could go get food by myself. I don't need to get food with you. Like if you want to reach out, cool. If I'm busy, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? So this school like this first semester with like the whole like friendship is definitely something like I was like really figuring out. But I definitely made some amazing friends through the process. Speaking about friendship, my roommate. I don't think I'm gonna like go too much into anyway. I love my actual roommate. She's amazing. I live in like a suite kind of room. So like I share like a bathroom with like 2 other people. But my personal roommate, amazing, love her. She's amazing. Yeah. All I'm saying is like boundaries. If you suck at like creating boundaries for yourself, I think you should start working on that. Yeah, I think you should start working on that. That's what I'm saying with that. Part of like the whole college experience is like the like parties, and like I was really excited. I was like, oh, like I want to like go to a few parties and like see. It was very, very interesting. They're not really, because they're really boring actually. I remember like I went to like maybe 2 or 3 parties, and all we would do is like stand. I would do stand, and I was like, and then we went to like Northgate, which is like a club scene at A&M, and I was like, I don't like it. Took me home. I was like yawning. I was like, I'm bored. They kept on playing like the music that they're playing trash. I said never again. Never again. It was horrible. Like I had more fun like being in my dorm and like being in bed and like sleeping than going out, and which is totally fine. But I just don't know how people can like, because there would be people that like went out like every like there's this club called like Harry's, and like it's just is with the whole cowboy hats and the shoe. It's a lot, and I love it. I love that they're able to like experience that. I love that for them. But for me, the party scene was just not my vibe. Not the best experiences at any of the parties. Would not recommend, especially if you're already like kind of like iffy about like, do I want to go to the party, do I not? Like you should definitely go just for the experience, but like, in terms of like, are you actually gonna have fun? No, you're not. You're not gonna have fun. I'm just like this is it. That's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get. That's it. That's all they're offering at the party. Like already like very faith based, a very faith based school. I was already coming in like having a relationship with the Lord, but definitely like my relationship with the Lord, with God, like it skyrocketed when I entered A&M, because I was able to like try like different small groups, and like small groups is like a really big thing at A&M. But I was able to like really like fill out different small groups, which one I like vibed out the most, which one I really like resonated with the most. And I like made like amazing friends through like the small group. So like if you're someone that loves the Lord, if you're someone that like is looking to just like build a relationship with God, definitely join a small group. If your school offers one, if you're going to A&M, they're gonna find you. They're gonna give you a flyer. It's very fun. Definitely go. What else about the small groups? But yeah, my faith, like I had like this whole conviction which like just changed everything. But yeah, it was, yeah, my relationship with God like definitely skyrocketed. It was skyrocketed at A&M. I made friends that like were also of like the same beliefs as me, that just like helped like grow my relationship with God. It was amazing. Like in like in respect to that, like my experience in respect to that was like amazing, because I made friends that were like God like me. I made friends that were encouraging. I made friends that were able to give me Bible. Like it was like in that aspect, like I loved it so much because I made so many friends that just wanted the best for me, and I also want the best for them. And it was because of our relationship with God that like just made our relationship blossom, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. I love how I just like transitioned from talking about like parties to like the Lord. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta mix, you know what I'm saying? You gotta and see if you, and I did it, and that's all right. Yeah, if you made it this far, if you made it far, if you made it if you made it to this part, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say. Just subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna be traveling really soon by myself, so I really want to like record that experience. And if you just like, if you're like new to this video, please check out some other amazing content that I have. And I am definitely going to be creating more content. I also really want to like start creating content like TikTok, like because I know a lot of people like are mainly on TikTok right now, so I really want to like tap into that. I tried doing that like when I was like being consistent with YouTube, but yeah, I just want to like, I want to like start creating like more content, and I would really appreciate y'all's support on like all the different platforms I'm on. So if you haven't already, please follow me, subscribe, comment, like this video, everything, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.